attention to what I want to say. Each message I open, I see that everybody is talking about Iyan. I don't know. Who is Iyan? Who is this Iyan? And then I went to Watchdog. And I read from Watchdog. Iyan is a clinical officer. I went to the other page, Koswe, the other page of Zambia. I read he's a clinical officer. And then they said this young man died in an accident. And this young man, those of you that are watching me from outside the country, all over the world, listening to what is happening in Zambia. I'm not only talking to Zambians. I want the world to see the kind of corrupt leadership that is in Zambia. How did this boy die? After reading it from Watchdog and reading it from Koswe. This young man was coming from another province, going to Lusaka to deliver COVID samples. To deliver COVID samples. And along the way, they had an accident and he died. Now, when I saw it, I didn't believe it. I know that I can trust Watchdog with information and the news in Zambia. They have proven to be the only news agency now, or media news agency that is telling us the truth, together with Koswe. I read the thing, but I was skeptical. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe what I read from Watchdog. I didn't believe what I read from Koswe. I didn't believe it. But few minutes later, I saw a notification. The Minister of Health was doing damage control. He was doing a press briefing. He was briefing the nation. And he said that it's true that this young man, Iyan, has died. And he was bringing sample of COVID materials from another province to Lusaka. And along the way he died. The minister was saying this. Minister of Health was saying this. He said along the way the young man had an accident and he died. And the minister said this is normal. The minister said this is normal. My concern is not about the death of this young man. Anybody can die, whether they are bringing it with a helicopter, they are bringing it with private jet, whether they are bringing it even if in a presidential motorcade. When it is your time to die, you will die. That's why that's not my concern. I'm not concerned about how the young man died or what. What I'm concerned is that how on earth can a government that already understands what coronavirus is allow a clinical officer to carry the sample and enter inside the bus that is congested and loaded with people? How on earth, you are watching me now, even if you are a cadre, they are cadres. I thank God today, many cadres in Zambia are waking up. They are even the ones sending me messages of what is happening in Zambia here. But I want to ask you a question. Even if you are a cadre, you don't use your brain. Your brain is scattered. Your brain is no longer working. How can this COVID, this coronavirus we are talking about, is what is killing thousands of people all over the world? How can a government allow a clinical officer to carry the same thing entering a bus that is loaded with people? My question is this. Okay, if that be the case, why are you now beating people for social distancing? Because you are beating people from social distancing and you are bringing corona to them. You are telling them, run away from corona. They run away from corona. Then you carry corona and follow them where they run to. The first thing I want to tell everybody that is in that bus, let me tell you something. If you are in Zambia and a Zambian and they have used your brain, wake up. All of you that were in that bus that had an accident, you must sue the government. Sue them for negligence. It's not possible. It has never happened anywhere on earth where everyone is running away from corona and the government is secretly carrying something that is suspected of corona and meeting the people in the bus. I was watching the minister. The minister was saying it's normal. What a very stupid man indeed. Sometimes it's good for a fool to talk so that you can see that they are fools. Sometimes when they keep quiet, these are the people I thought to say, okay, this guy is a technocrat. He doesn't know anything. How can a minister say that it's normal for you to carry COVID material? In many other countries, today, those things are being escorted in an ambulance. They don't even allow anybody to get close to them. You allow your officer to carry it and put in a car where there are so many people. And the president and the minister is saying it's normal and we have packaged it very well. You are mad. You are an idiot. You don't have brain. You have packaged it very well. What kind of packaging are you going to do? Okay, now accident has happened. When accident happens, the greatest metal in the car gets broken. And people die inside the car. What type of thing did you use to package that COVID material? Those COVID sample, what type of thing did you use to package it? Guaranteeing that even if there is an accident, it will not break. Did you use an iron to cover it? Even if you use iron, when accident happens, iron breaks. How on earth will you allow such a thing to happen? It's so painful because the minister came and defended it. I was not even going to talk about it. I was going to let it sleep. But the fact that a minister had the guts to say it is normal for people to be loaded together with COVID suspected material, it means, minister, you are dull. It means you are not wise. What has Zambian people done to you, PF government? What have they done to you that you want? Okay, as if that is not enough. The minister is saying, no, because there was no car to transport it. There was no car to transport it. You are telling me that you don't have a car. Minister of Health, you don't have a car. But under your nose, under your big nose, your government purchased ambulances. Your government purchased fire trucks. Each one of them was costing $1 million. People from all over the world. I'm not only talking to Zambians. Let the whole world see what is going on in Zambia. Let me show you something. A government that claimed that they love the people. A government that claimed that they love the poor. A government that claimed that they are for the people. Look at what they purchased. This is what they purchased. The ambulance they purchased. Scania ambulance. This is not Mercedes-Benz. This is not Volvo ambulance. This is Scania. Scania ambulance. The government of Zambia agreed that they purchased this thing. This thing, they said they purchased it for $1 million. Let me show you again. People from all over the world. They said they purchased this thing. Each one of them is costing $1 million. America, look at what they are doing with the money that you are sending for funding. London, China, see the people you are sending money to. Look at what they are buying. They are saying this thing is $1 million US. And the thing is falling up and down like Wall of Jericho. It's falling up and down like Wall of Jericho. Chilufya Chitalo, I want to ask you a question. If you really love the people of Zambia like the way Satan loved the poor people of Zambia, what would have stopped you from not buying this useless wheelbarrow you call fire trucks and buy enough vehicles for people that are working in the hospitals? If really you love the people of Zambia, Chilufya Chitalo, I thought we are wise. You are not wise, my brother. There is nothing there in your brain. Nothing. For you to open your mouth and say it's normal, and because there was no vehicle, how many vehicles was $1 million going to purchase for the people? If you really love the people. If you really love the people of Zambia, President Sata loved the people. President Sata loved the poor people. If you really love them, you are not going to buy this fire truck for $1 million US. I priced it here in South Africa before I started talking. Each and every one of them is not more than $150,000 US. Where is the remaining of the money? You have pocketed it, and now you are saying there is no vehicle for people that are working in the hospital. Minister, are you okay? Minister, what has Zambian people done to you, PF? They don't deserve what you are doing to them now. They voted you in because they thought you were coming to fight for them. They removed MMD because they thought that you came for the people. The people that you are supposed to fight for are the people that you are eating. They are the people that are dying. They are the people that are being sacrificed. Those of you who are saying the minister is working hard, all of you that are saying that, you are very stupid. You are very stupid. You are not wise. If you open your mouth and say Chilufya is working hard and is controlling things very, very well, you don't have wisdom. You have been brainwashed. You have been brainwashed. What does he do? A government like government of Zambia now, where everything has gone wrong, what are you supposed to be doing? You are not even supposed to say there are no vehicles to transport COVID materials. You are supposed to cut your salaries as ministers and buy vehicle if there is no money. Because you are not doing anything. Chilufya Tayali, what do you call yourself? The Minister of Health. The only thing you do is to wake up in the morning, comb your head, dress well, iron your clothes, and to come and appear on camera. Camera freak person. Come and appear on camera and start talking rubbish. And people are saying he's doing well, he's handling it well. How is he handling it well? If Chilufya, the minister of what? If that minister, if his son was a medical doctor, he was not going to allow his son to carry such a thing in a public bus. Few weeks ago, there was a complaint that the people that are fighting corona in Zambia are getting affected. The nurses are getting affected. I thought you would have waken up and you would have waken up and say, what is happening? Let me protect my people. Everybody cried. You close your heart and you allow a clinical officer to go and die. Just like that. Okay, what if that thing was open? Because accident happens, that thing breaks. And those samples gets to sprinkle all over, get to spread all over, and touch people all over. What are you going to say? Chilufya. Chilufya, what are you going to say? You are a wicked man. You are wicked. You even have the God to say there was no vehicles. There was no hospital vehicle. I don't blame you. Of course. All you stupid politicians in Zambia, you don't care. How can a whole district be having few vehicles? Because you don't go to those hospitals. When you are sick, you fly to India. When you are sick, you fly to USA. When you are sick, you fly to Spain. You get yourself healed. Using the money of the poor. All those money that they are donating now, what are you doing with them? America, you are watching me. The whole of Africa, you are watching me. Even those people that are donating the money, there is over 7,800 people that are watching me. Even the president and his people, all of you are watching. All those money that have been donated, what are you doing with them? You want to steal them, to continue coming to South Africa to build a house, to continue coming to South Africa to buy properties. Buying properties in Switzerland, sending your money outside the country. Let me tell you something today. Those money that you are stealing from the poor and banking for your children will be useless. Your children will be useless. I curse them today in the name of Godfather. Your children are going to be prostitutes. Your children are going to be porn stars. Your children are going to be useless. All those money that you are banking for them, other people will eat it on their behalf. You want people to go and die. Look at that young man has died. Look at him. That young man has died for nothing. That young man has died for nothing. For nothing. That young man has died for nothing. Zambia is the 6th highest copper producer in the world. All those money, what are you doing with them? Many of you are watching me, you say, CR1 talk useless. CR1 don't have influence. CR1 has your president reached 7,800 people watching him the same time before? Has he reached it? Those of you don't even know what is going on. This thing happened, I think, 2 or 3 days ago. Your president was quiet. Edgar Lungu was quiet. He didn't say anything about it. Yesterday, he was busy posting things. Posting things that does not make sense. Immediately, he saw that I've posted that I'm coming live to address this issue. He ran to go and condemn the act. He said it's a negligence. He had to take CR1 to make noise before the president to go. And if those of you that are watching me, you think that CR1 is joking, after this broadcast, I want you to check the time I posted something about the death of this young man and what your president wrote. Immediately he saw that I'm coming to talk. He went and wrote, "We are sorry for the death of this person. We are this, we are that. We are sorry. I'm going to ask people to investigate. I'm going to ask the security wing together with the healthcare to investigate." What do you want to investigate? President, Sir Edgar Lungu, this is not you. Believe me, I know that you have changed, but the change I'm seeing in you now is beyond what I thought was going to happen. You have changed drastically. You no longer have the heart for the people. You were crying when Sata died, and that your tear touched me. When Sata was being buried, when Sata was brought to Hero Stadium, you were crying. Everybody was crying with you. We thought that you are humble. We don't know that you are a lion. You are willing to open your mouth and swallow your own children because of politics. Greediness will kill all of you that are stealing from the poor in Zambia. Greediness is going to kill you. Greediness is going to kill your children. Everything you have stolen from the poor, banking it outside, you will not live to eat it. Your children and your children's children are cursed. They will be prostitutes. They will be porn stars. They will bring disgrace to you. Nonsense. He's saying, I'm going to tell the security wing to investigate it. So we have heard those things long time ago. Your security wing, they are there. They are failing to investigate who the owner of the 48 houses are. Who the owners are or who the owners is. Where are the owners? Those people are investigating. How many years is it going to take to find the real owners of those houses? These stupid fire trucks that is falling up and down like wall of Jericho, like something that is undergoing deliverance. What has your security done? What investigation have they done? Nothing. How about the one who killed that young girl in Wunza, Vespa? Those people that you have assigned to investigate, what have they done? Stop intimidating us with investigation. It doesn't go anywhere. You don't even need investigation. Number one, we know that your Minister of Health is aware that that guy carried the COVID material in a public bus. We know, you know it, everyone knows. Even the minister defended it, meaning he knows. Fire him. You don't need investigation. Enough of investigation. I am going to constitute inquiry. I'm going to ask my security wing to investigate. What type of investigation are you talking about? You have investigated. Who killed Vespa? Up to today, nothing. How about Ruth Mbandu? Up to today, nothing. Dorasilia, if Sata was alive today, was supposed to be snoring inside the prison. Dorasilia was going to be snoring inside the prison. Because Sata died. Everything scattered. Sata died. Everything got messed up. And they are saying, I'm going to investigate. 2017, the president of Malawi fired his minister because of a Messgate scandal. A mess that was taken. When Zambian people were starving, looking for food, looking for shima, looking for food to eat, Mez was leaving Zambia and going to Malawi. The president of Malawi fired the minister that was involved in that corruption. Why is Dorasilia still in your government? And you are talking about investigation. What are you investigating? Are you okay, Mr. President? Do you really love the people of Zambia? What has happened to you, Edgar Lungu? What has happened to you? 2017. If you are a good man, if you really love the poor people, Dorasilia was not supposed to be in your cabinet. Who sold Zampel? Who sold Zampel? That woman was supposed to be snoring in prison now. He was supposed to be in prison, not gallivanting all over government and making important decisions. These are the people that destroyed the MMD. They have come to PF to destroy it again, and you are entertaining it. Are you okay? Are you okay? How about Rupia Banda, President Rupia Banda? Sata's government seized his properties. Today, all things are given back to him. It's gallivanting, free of charge. It's gallivanting. Free of charge. On top of that, you even carried money, I think $5 million to build a retirement house for Rupia Banda. Of all the wealth he acquired when he was president. And you call yourself a president of the poor. What type of president are you? People are dying. Your minister is saying they are dying because they don't have transportation. Edgar Lungu. How can your minister and you yourself purchase fire trucks for $1 million? Part of those money was supposed to be, at least every district was supposed to have at least 5 or 6 cars. 5 or 6 cars. 5 or 6 cars. But because you and your government, you hate poor people. You hate the poor. You like to see the poor suffer. You like to see the poor being oppressed. You are there in State House. There is fan all over you. Electricity is there 24 hours. But poor people that voted you into power, they are suffering. They are dying in road accidents. Listen, if you really love Zambians, if you really love Zambians, you would have fired Dorasilia out of the government. These are the people that are deceiving you. You would have today. You cannot even say, I have consulted the team to investigate. Investigate what you know already. Who do you want to investigate? Huh? We already know who is responsible. If Chilufya Chitalu, if he denied it, if he said no, I don't know what happened, at least. But he came publicly and said it's normal. We have been doing it. And you are saying we are investigating. What are you investigating? How many? This investigation you are doing for 48 houses. Up to today in Zambia, people are watching me from all over the world. There are over 8,500 people that are watching me right now. The whole world is watching me. There are 48 houses in Zambia allegedly that does not have owner. And government is failing to produce the owner. Those are investigations. If you love the people of Zambia, the killers of Vespa, that young child that they wasted, that child would have been the breadwinner of the family. That child, we are not paying for his school fees. The parents, we are paying for the school fees. And they wasted it like that. What did you say? I am investigating. Today, who are the killers? Nobody knows. And today, you want to intimidate us with investigation. You are investigating nothing. Your president was not willing to talk. Zambian people, your president was not even willing to comment on the case of Iyan until he saw that I posted and he knew that I'm coming live today. He went there to pretend like it has pained him. If it pained you, that guy didn't die yesterday. You would have written already and said, this has pained me. Just because you heard that CR1 was coming live. As a president, coward, you went and wrote rubbish. We are sorry for the death of this person. I have considered investigation. What are you investigating? Who killed Ruth Mbandu? I was still in Zambia when that thing happened. Who are the killers? You investigate nothing. Your security wings, they are doing nothing. Majority of them are cadres. Majority of them are cadres. Few months ago, I was still in Zambia. 1 million kwacha from Tollgate disappeared. Up to today, we don't know where it went. You are considered investigation. What are they doing? President Edgar Lungu, let me tell you something. These few months that you have to stay in power, I want you to go and make peace with the people. Because I have never seen a leadership that is corrupt like yours. In your leadership, everyone is ready to steal. With impunity, they don't care for the poor. Anywhere Sata is today, Sata is standing in his grave. Sata is crying. And Sata spirit will haunt all of you that are mistreating the poor. People are suffering. People are crying every day. This case of coronavirus, every country is shaking. You must watch CNN. When people see, even me, when you go to public and cough, just like this, people scatter. Because everybody is afraid of this. But imagine people carrying the COVID material, suspected coronavirus samples, putting it where there are people loaded. All of you that were in that car, I want you to sue the government. Sue them for negligence. All those money that they have stolen, they must pay you from them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All those money they're stealing. Some of you are watching me now. You look at me, you say, why is CR1 talking like this? It doesn't concern me. I am living in a posh house. I live a posh life. What I have is enough for me. I don't fight for myself. I want to also make it clear to President HH. Next year, when you become the president, if I apply for visa, deny me visa. I don't want to come to Zambia. I am telling you, HH, you are watching me. Even if you're not watching me, your people are watching me. If I apply for visa, deny me visa. I don't want anything from Zambia. But my people in Zambia are suffering. Thousands of people in Zambia are suffering because of useless leadership. A leadership where the president is saying this is negligence. A leadership where the minister is saying a different thing. It's not negligence. This usually happens. We have been doing it. What type of nonsense is this? Confusion. Everywhere confusion. Everywhere confusion. Everywhere confusion. Everywhere confusion. People are stealing with impunity. People are stealing without even fearing anything. People are stealing without even, they don't care. It is also there in your country where the government say they built a toll gate. Toll gate at the cost of $4.5 million. You are watching me from all over the world. You don't know what I'm talking about. Let me show you something a bit, please, quickly. I want to show you something. People who are watching me from London, America, USA, the whole world, you don't know what I'm talking about. I want you to see something here. See. The government of Zambia constructed this thing. Look at it. They constructed this thing at the cost of, if I'm not mistaken, $4.5 million US. Look at it. Sorry. $4.1 million US. South Africa constructed this thing. This is 200 and something thousand US. Look at the standard of the work that was done in South Africa. Look at all electric. If you have been to South Africa, you will see the standard of the things they do. Look at all electric. All electric. 200 and something thousand US. In Zambia, PF government said that they spent $4.5 million US to construct that toilet door. Edgar Lungu, is this you? My brother. Brother Edgar. Is this you, or there is something that happened? If people talk, they say you are talking. If people talk, they say you are talking. Why should? Because there is no one talking for them. You have intimidated all of them. If they talk, you want to arrest them with the police. And your people are sending me a message, we are going to arrest you. You are idiots. You are fools. You are going to arrest me. Siawan, where? You are local champions. That arrest is what you can keep in Zambia there. Those foolishness does not cross border. It doesn't cross border. Poor people are suffering. Poor people are suffering. Edgar Lungu, you are watching, or your people are watching. Wake up. From tomorrow, even as you are watching this thing, think about it. If Sata was alive, is this what you would have loved the Zambia to become? Sata was for the poor. Sata was for poor people. Sata loved poor people. But today, you are oppressing the poor people. How can your government allow a medical practitioner to carry COVID material in a public bus? All those millions that are being donated. All those millions. Zambian people, the problem with you is that you forget easily. Believe me, you forget easily. There are many of you that are praising Dorasilia. There are many of you that are praising Dorasilia. Many of you are praising Chilufya Chitalu. Many of you are praising Edgar Lungu. I said it the other day. If Sata was alive by now, Zambia would have developed. Zambia would have developed. Zambia would have been a developed because there is money in Zambia. I was there. Every land in Zambia has natural resources. There is emerald in Zambia. There is gold in Zambia. There is copper in Zambia. What are you doing with them? The money is coming. Few people in PF are the people pocketing it and putting it inside their pockets. This is not what Sata wanted. This is not what Sata prayed for. This is not what Sata campaigned for. Sata campaigned for different things. Edgar Lungu, you and your people are doing another thing altogether. When will you wake up and feel pity for the children of the poor, the people that woke up very early in the morning to go and vote for you, to go and vote out Arubi? When we are voting out Arubi, we thought that we are doing the right thing, not knowing that we are jumping from frying pan into fire. Now everybody can steal. A government where people have the courage to go and start digging gold and selling gold. Selling gold. Cadres. These are not government ministries. These are not ministers. These are cadres digging gold and selling gold. Everyone is at liberty to steal. Poor people are suffering. Poor people are dying. You were beating people for gathering in bars. You and your police, Kadari police, you were beating people, you were humiliating people. I saw one of the posts where your police officer had to use his boot on a woman like this. And people were clapping for Bowman Lusambo and those other stupid people. You were beating them. Now they have run away from coronavirus and you are carrying coronavirus to them. Let the whole world see that the money that they are sending to Zambia is being looted. The most corrupted government in the history of Zambia is what Zambia is experiencing now. The most corrupted. The investigation, if the president of Malawi fired the minister in Malawi in 2007 because of the Messgate standard, what are you still doing with Daraslia in your cabinet? If you are not corrupt. If you are not corrupt. Eh? 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 If you really love the people, Edgar Lungu, if you really love your people, I know that you are watching me and your people are watching me, your family, they are watching. If you really love your people, what is Daraslia doing in your cabinet? Was she not going to court for the sale of Zamtel? How about the Messgate scandal? What is she doing there? PF was supposed to be party for poor people. It's not supposed to be party for thieves. Those people that looted Zambia during Rupia Banda, those are the people that you have brought back to rule. The people that fought with Sata, all of them are out. All of them are out. Harry Kalaba out. This one out. All of them that fought to remove thieves, all of them are out. You have recruited those people that were fired from the government. Are you okay? Are you okay? I feel sorry for the people of Zambia. It's not for me. I will never come to Zambia. I will never come to Zambia. I will never come to Zambia. It's not for me. I'm not coming to Zambia. I'm never coming to Zambia. I'm fighting for the poor. You closed Prime TV. You thought you have closed our mouths. No. We are going to talk. In fact, by the time this COVID is over, you will see fire. I'm telling you the gospel truth. You don't want people to talk. When people talk, you harass them. You arrest them. Yeah? Your people are intimidating me. You are going to be arrested. Cowards. 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 You are going to arrest who? Where? How? Hmm? You take advantage of timidity of Zambian people to intimidate them. You tell them sit down, they sit. You tell them stand up, they stand. What rubbish. A minister having the guts to say it's normal, it's normal. We have been carrying, we have been doing it. We have been doing it. Why? For a minister to say there was no vehicle, the vehicle was busy, then we use this vehicle. It means they don't care. If they care for the people, if they really, really care for the people, he will never utter that rubbish from his mouth. He will never say it. The minister was going to take responsibility and say, I'm sorry for what has happened. One ambulance, one of those fire trucks you bought for 1 million would have purchased at least 10 or 11 cars for the people that are working. You don't even care for your workers because you don't go to such hospitals. You don't. You don't. You don't go to those hospitals. You don't care for them. If you care for them, in fact, if you care for them, you would have gone there and know that they have only 1 vehicle or 2 vehicles and they need more vehicle. Those vehicles are more important than those fire truck that you bought at $1 million US. If you love the people of Zambia, if you really, really love the people of Zambia, at this point in time, ministers are actually supposed to cut their salaries so that they can increase the salaries of the nurses and the doctors. Believe me, if you really, really love Zambia, all the ministers would have cut their salaries. All the people that are working, all the politicians would have cut their salaries and increased the salaries of doctors and nurses, those that are working in the hospitals. Those are the people that are supposed to be having good salaries now. And you are telling me Chilufya Chitalu is working. What is he working? To wake up and dress and go and stand on camera and read book. That's what you call working. Yeah? That's what you call working. That's what you call working. Eh? Zambian people, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. All of us have made a mistake that we regret. We have regretted. It has pained everyone. It has pained everyone. Poor people are crying. Everybody's crying. Anywhere you go, this problem. Anywhere you go, this problem. Anywhere you go, this problem. The most disorganized political party in Africa today. Disorganized. Everybody is fighting for their pocket. Everybody. Even in this COVID where every country is shaking, everyone wants to be careful. Government is still collecting. And you say you love the people. Which people do you love? Every morning, the president will go and post prayer on his page. And the people say, amen, amen, hey, humble leader. Humble leader where? If you're a humble leader and you love the people, you will know that Chilufya Chitalu has put lives at risk. Being a minister of health, he has put life at risk. Fire him. You don't need to investigate anything. Your investigation does not go anywhere. Nobody trusts your investigation. Not even a baby born today. Once you say, I have ordered my people to investigate, that is the end of the case. That is the end of the case. If you love them, I was also saying the other day, the president went and posted a hospital that he built. Go to his page and see the so-called hospital. And he was actually writing something good about it. Ask your president, how much was the cost of that hospital? If you don't collapse, then you know that I'm joking. The kind of money that Zambia is making. Hello? If today they are investigating people that stole gold from the mine in Northwest, and that gold is worth 30 million kwacha. 30 million kwacha. Imagine how blessed Zambia is. A country blessed with so many natural resources, but its people are suffering. The president is drinking tea, wearing expensive suits. He doesn't care. He wake up in the morning and he posts things on Facebook. And he post prayer. And people will say, our president loves God. Our president loves Jesus. Our president is a God-fearing. You are idiots. Don't bring religion to written. These are written. People are crying. People are suffering. People are going through hell. He was not going to speak about Iyan until he saw that I was coming to speak it tonight. That's why he went to put the blame on Chitalo, thinking that I will only blame Chitalo. No! The head of the leadership is rotten. That is why everyone is doing what they want. They don't fear you. Imagine, Sata fired Winter Kabimba. Winter that everybody was thinking that this guy is the Jagaban of PF. Everybody was afraid of him. Sata fired him. He doesn't tolerate nonsense. Somebody like Chitalo is still there. He's been investigated by ACC, but he's still there in your cabinet. Dorasilia, Messgate scandal, we don't know what has happened. Zamtel selling, we don't know what has happened. How many corrupt leaders are you having in your leadership? And you say you love the poor. What is going on with you? What is going on with you? Zambian people. There is over 8,000 something people that are watching me tonight. It means that you are watching and you are hearing what I'm saying. Wake up from do as I say. You cannot be controlled by it again. That time of do as I say is over. Now use your brain to vote. You are free to vote with your mind. You are free to vote with your mind. You can see what is happening with your eye. A government of the poor, a government that the poor wake up very early in the morning to go and vote for Sata, saying Sata has come for the poor. That government has gone back to the rich. Rich thieves, rich criminals, that they don't care for young, they don't even care for poor people. A nice country, a country that is blessed with so many natural resources. Everybody in Zambia is supposed to be getting salaries. Everyone in Zambia, whether you are working, you are not working, 17 million people, the kind of revenue that is coming in Zambia, everyone was supposed to be getting salaries. But few people are eating it. Even those people in PF, there are so many people in PF, cadres in PF, those that fought for SATA, those that fought with SATA, those that really love PF, they are not getting anything. It's only few people. Eddie Galunga and his friends. Those are the people that are rich. Look at his daughter, Tesila, today. Look at the daughter. Look at the president daughter, the daughter to the president, Tasila. Look, do you know how much Tasila is worth today as we are talking about? Do you know how much that girl is worth today as we are talking about? I saw some poor people that I'm fighting for insulting me. I saw some poor people that we are fighting for. Poor people. Do you know that those money they are using, those people, those your leaders, their gay friends are having houses here in South Africa. Not the wife, gay friends alone are having houses here in South Africa. They drive Range Rover, all kinds of car they want, they drive it here. It's your money. You are suffering. They are eating with their gay friends and their family. Which one among them is having a poor background? All their children are going to the best school. All their children are going to the best school. Their gay friends are flying from Dubai to here, to here, to here, up and down with your money, and you are poor. And they don't care. And they don't care. I know their gay friends here. Some of the information, they are the people that are even saying, see, one, this is what he has. Here in South Africa, they are coming to buy houses with your money. But you are hungry. Many of you, just for you to come and watch this program, you had to save your money since yesterday to buy data to come and watch this program. Why they are giving their gay friend thousands, hundreds of thousands. The most painful part is that there are so many men and women of God in Zambia that are supposed to be a voice in Zambia. They are supposed to be Elijah in Zambia, but they have been bought and put inside the pocket of PF, or they are afraid. Who will deliver the people of Zambia if you are quiet? Joshua chapter 1, from verse 3 to 9. God said to Joshua, be strong and courageous. To say the truth is not easy. To say the truth is very hard. It's very painful. But you must say it. If you don't say it, people will perish. People of Zambia, men and women of God, what are you doing in Zambia? In your eye, things are happening. Can't you rise up and ask your leaders, where are you taking our money to? Government is saying, okay, ask yourself a question. Since PF came into power, what have they done? One tangible thing they have done. I'm not talking about building road. Hello? Building the road also is worse, because if the road is supposed to cost 1 million, they will tell you it has cost 1 billion. There is nothing you can do. That is the PF I know. I know them. I know them. I'm not talking about what happened yesterday. I know if PF, this phone, this phone can be 10,000 kwacha. For PF to buy it, they will say this thing here is 100,000. That's how they behave. That's how they behave. The road they are saying they are building, how much is it? And we are building a road, 20 billion. In other country, that thing is not even up to 500 million. And people are clapping. Our government is working. What are they working? A government that is working is not supposed to use money to build the road. No, the road is already there. What are you building road for? A government that is working is supposed to be doing industries. Build industries that employs your people. Build industries that employs the poor. From what you are selling from that industry, you pay back your loan. Now you have built the road. What are you benefiting from the road? Nothing. You cannot even pay back the debt. That is why ZESCO today, very soon, Chinese will take it. Mark my word. ZESCO, very soon, it will go to Chinese. Because you cannot pay the loan. Even the airport you borrowed money to build, very soon Chinese will take it. You don't love the poor. Even those big roads they are building, who is driving on them? Are the poor driving? Is it not you? You don't care for the poor. If you care for the poor, you borrow money from Eurobond. You build industries. Employ the people. Let the people work. From what they are working, they eat and feed their family. The poor rejoice. You rejoice and you pay back the loan. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you oppressing the poor? What has the poor people of Zambia that voted for you done to you? As we are talking now, your ministers are in their bed, comfortable bed, watching this program. They don't care what is happening to the poor. When they wake up, they come and talk rubbish. They don't care. Many of them have generator. When you talk about load shedding, they don't care. They look at you and say, ha, what is this? Because they have generator. They can afford the life that they want. But the poor people that voted them there, what are they doing? Zambian people, wake up. People of Zambia, wake up. I hate people putting they bring the picture of Edgar Lungu. They bring the picture of HH. They put it together. Edgar Lungu is wearing an expensive suit. HH is wearing a cheap suit. And they say, look, our president knows how to dress. You are mad. Before he became president, he was a nyongo. He was a yampu. Go and check the pictures of his. Now he's using your money to wear suit. And you are happy with it. But you are the people that sees the suit of Chiluba. Sees the shoes of Chiluba. Your president is not dressing well with your suit. And you're happy with it. Are you okay? What type of human being are you? Zambian people, wake up. Zambian people, wake up. I don't even know the MPs, these opposition MPs you have in your country. I don't know what they are doing. If they are wise, why are they leaving everything to just pass like this? Up to today, we don't know who killed Vespa. The family have cried and cried and cried. We don't know who killed him. And the president is coming up and saying, I've considered investigation. Investigation for what? There are so many things that you need to investigate in Zambia.